charge now?
They haven't changed that much. They're still doing what they've always done, and it's kind of a winning formula. Well, they got some young guys. Yeah, I think it would be to be expected. Guys that hadn't played as much. You know what you're going to get, out of Koenig and Hayes, certainly. You know that. Happ has really stepped up. Vito Brown was not in that role, even though he's not young. He hasn't been in that role. I think he's been terrific. Hill has been impressive. Showalter, another guy who's not young, but he has not been in that role, and he's been very effective as well. So those guys, the more they've gotten to play and the more they've gotten to been in situations where they have to take big shots and make big plays, they've done that.
Obviously a lot of new guys, but Hayes has been here before. You've seen him before. How do you counter him on Wednesday?
Well, he's a really difficult cover because he's a terrific ball handler. He gets to the free throw line and he can make threes. So those kind of guys are tough to guard because he can post you, but he can also pop out off the post and go one-on-one off the dribble. Very similar to Kaminsky in that respect. But he's got a really quick first step for a guy that big. Point. I mean, the next 4 games are really all against very good teams, and so hopefully we'll play well, play a little better than we have recently, and we're close. But I think our defense has to get better, especially with the weapons that we're going to face on Wednesday night.
I think it's a different team. Without Frank, Trayvon, a couple of those guys, I think it's a different team. So we'll look at them today and get a better understanding of them.
You kind of had your number. I think they've won 5 in a row against Iowa. What do they do in those games to gain the edge?
I'm not really sure. They stretch the floor really well. They shoot threes really well. So other than that, I'm not really sure.
Can't control that, but is it too bad you only get Wisconsin once?
I mean, yeah. Obviously, we like to play the top teams as much as possible to see where we stack up. Obviously, we got a chance to play Purdue and Michigan State twice. We only got Maryland once, Indiana twice. So the teams at the top of our league, we want to play twice to see where we're standing and where we need to improve on. Yeah, I've watched them play a couple times. Obviously, they've got a great tradition, a couple Final Fours in the recent history, and very talented team. I think they started out the season a little slow, and they obviously got the new coach, and I think they're kind of hitting their stride, though. So we got to be ready for their toughest shot and be prepared. Yeah, I mean, they play a tough physical style, and they're a tough matchup for I think about anybody. They play very good defense, and they shoot the ball well. Pretty much 1 through 5 can shoot threes. So they're a tough style to play against, but they're always a fun matchup. They play hard. It's always a competitive game.
Obviously, they're going to play hard, they're going to play physical, and they have some great talented bigs that can stretch you, and Nigel Hayes and Bronson Koenig are their leaders, and they do a really nice job of leading them.